I'd like to play some old-time rock and roll, but I'm more likely to get sued than soothed. Hello, everyone. Bront, CatHerder here. We're having some fun talking Raid Shadow Legends, and we have a red... what is this? The Altar of Souls? Yeah, it's red. It's probably not infection. It is probably a 2 times 5 and 6 star chance for perfect souls. So this is a great time to pull souls if you have a ton of them. Now on my main, I pulled a bunch for Freya, and I did not pull a bunch on my alt, and I had quite a few of them. I can see right here, I've got 230 mortal soulstone saved. Now I've certainly earned some more since I was able to pull for Freya, and I've got 8 of the medium ones here as well. So I'm looking forward to some pulling. The other thing I think is going to be kind of interesting and why it's a good time to pull is the Soul Chase has actually got some decent rewards. Now, it can be very difficult to get some of these top rewards, but I'm hoping I might be able to get these crystals right here. And in fact, if we get these crystals, I'll probably pop them on this as well. I would love that mythical book because I actually have mythicals on this account. So there's some decent rewards. And honestly, there are several champions I need some souls on. Got my wish list here. I have actually been enjoying using Allele. I don't have a soul for him. I would like a soul for Teox. I would like something for my Nekmothar. I've got probably 6 or 7 champions I would like souls for, including I would like a soul for Mezimel. It would make a huge difference on this account. The epics are less exciting, but they're still out there. And then the rares are just the rares I have filling in. I don't really need a lot of souls for my rares anymore at this point. But we are going to be drinking some water. So I have this fine water bottle from my merch store. You can actually catch that link down below. If you want to support me, you can check out my merch. Nice quality t-shirts. Water bottle's been treating me well. It's a camelback. All kinds of cool stuff you can do. I don't have a high markup on that either. So anything you're getting not particularly high markup either, but it does help support me just a little bit, and I definitely appreciate it. But before we go much further, I do want to thank everybody out there. This is the first video I'm getting a chance to record since I've hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, and that is a huge, huge milestone. I want to thank a couple of people for that. MTG Jedi was super supportive. Obviously, Ash helped bring me there, just being hugely exposed on his channel. But Ash has been a huge supporter of mine even before we did that collab, and it's been great to talk with him in the background. It's been great to get his support, and he's such an amazing dude. And I also want to thank folks like Layla for inspiring me to do some of this stuff. Carnage is one of the content creators that helped me. All kinds of people. But obviously, I couldn't have done this without all you guys out there on YouTube tuning in for my content and checking it out. So I definitely appreciate it all. I'm looking forward to continuing to grow. I'm looking forward to continuing to make some content. I've got a couple of interesting things planned. I've got a collab with Drock that should be dropping. It may drop actually before this video drops, so check that out if you get a chance. And if not, well, check it out when it drops. So it's just been absolutely awesome. But we got some water for the soul. We are ready to go. Let's pull some soul stones. We're going to start with the big ones, mostly because I want to adjust my wish list if I get a big one for some of my wish lists. So we'll start with the 8 big ones here, and then we will pull the 230 in packs of 10. I've got some room. We're probably going to have to do this in 2 different batches, and that's fine. I'll sell a bunch of them. I don't need to buy any more space other than the 150 I have. So without much further ado, let's get some souls. And that's a legendary. And that is a 3-star Wyther. I do not have a Wyther. I may hold on to that. That'll be kind of iffy. I'll probably hold on to that until I need to sell it for something, because Wyther's a decent champion. Used to be super meta in Arena for a while because she was just absolutely so tanky, but there's so many ways to get around that tankiness, and resistance was really kind of needed for her build, and resistance has just been nerfed to the ground. But very good PvE champion too. Lots of healing. One of the better healers in the game. That is a Theresk. Not particularly exciting. That is a Fenshi. Good for early Fire Knight. Actually not bad for later Fire Knight, but not particularly great once you get to hard, and probably replaceable even on the regular teams eventually. But good for progression. Decent champion. Also good for faction wars. I guess I don't need to break every one of these guys down. Haikatoon, one of my favorite epics. You get her for free. Definitely worth having. That might be an upgrade too. That's a 5 or a 6 star. Ooh, that is a 5-star Shamail. That's the kind of souls we're talking about. That's awesome. I am definitely going to be using this. I've got multiple Shamails, so if I get another one, that's fine. I'm not going to take them off. Ooh, 4-star Soul Bond. That may actually be an improvement over my current Soul Bond. We'll definitely see. It's easier to get the 4 to 6-star rares, though, just because you tend to pull rares more often. And Malbranch, not particularly exciting. And Delver, not particularly exciting. Let's just go check quickly. Alrighty, so there's a 5-star for you. I think my other one's got a pretty high. So that is a second Shamail with a 5-star blessing. That is huge. And then I didn't have one on Haikatoon, so we'll get a Haikatoon blessing. So that is good. Having extra blessings on champions, great for Centranos. And then I've got 2 different soul bonds that are built. So let's increase the one that has a slower soul, because that way I get more out of it. And yes, I realize I have a Loki here who has a soul that I could certainly increase. I've been saving this for some of the progression because I have not been using Loki on this account, but it would be nice to have. So, without further ado there, let us get to the big stuff. In fact, let me just sell that. And now I've got 120 here to pull, so we'll pull 120 of these at 10 at a time, and then I will clean some stuff up and be right back. But let's get going, get something cool. You know, and you're not going to get a lot of 5 or 6. I think it's about a 1.5% and a 3% chance to get a 5-star. But, you know, it's better than no chance. There's a 5-star Survivor, 1-star World's Huntsman, not particularly exciting. None of this is particularly thrilling. Metal Shaper doesn't suck if you need somebody for Scarab Boss, but he's not that great. 1-star Broadmaw. I'm sure I've got a better Broadmaw than that. There's a Wuji Legendary. There we go. That's a Teox. That's great. So I'm still going to keep that. Keep him on the wish list because I can certainly use bigger than a 2-star on my Teox. But that is exactly the type of soul I'm looking for. A 2-star Teox will help me quite a bit. That's a lot of extra attack on Teox. So doing well so far. This is already a huge account boost. A 1-star Shamail, not particularly exciting. 3-star Cryodin. I'm not really using Cryodin, but he's a good champion to have around. He's got enough utility in his kit that he could be, legendary. 2-star Jetney. That might actually be an improvement of what I've got. I don't use my Jetney much, but I've got her built, so not too bad. Probably looking for more than 2 stars on most of these champions at this point, but we'll keep looking. And again, incremental improvements are nice, you know. 1 extra star, that's a little bit extra stats. That's a mythical. That is a Geralt. That is not a mythical I have. That's annoying. I'm really looking for Mezimel. Would not like a higher than 1-star Androck as well. Although Mezimel's the higher priority. Astralon, old school champion, not too bad, but I don't have him. And Rector Drath, good champion, probably have higher on her. Nothing else particularly exciting. I mean, Hellfreak wouldn't be too bad if you're using the Wixwell Clan Boss and you need a rare. Mythical, Calamitous, that's not super exciting. Elenarl, not super helpful in this account, unfortunately. But we're getting something. And we're getting some okay points, too, actually. At least on the mythical parts, that's probably helping a bit. That's a 1-star Kantra. That's not particularly exciting. Isbeal. Well, Ugo is always good to have, but I'm pretty sure all my Ugos have souls, but we'll double check. 5-star Bellower. I like Bellower. That may be an improvement for Bellower, actually. I'll have to double check on that. Lady Kimmy, 1-star. I think that might be new for Lady Kimmy, so that's good. Marinex is underrated. She's a decent champion. Not amazing, but the Hex is good. She does the decreased defense. I think she's got a place in Hydra at the moment, actually, probably. Not super survivable is probably her biggest problem. Very much like, well, what's his name? The new Demon Spawn one. All right. We're getting close to being full, and then I'll have to go clean this out, I'm sure. Deathless, not super exciting. 5-star Kellen. Killing the Shrike's okay. Not super great. If you had one, 5-star Soul can make a big difference. And honestly, some of these epics, these 5-star Souls are huge. 6-star War Priest. That's fun. I may keep that just because, well, that's the War Priest. That's not Valerie. War Priest, not super exciting. Valerie, much better. Ooh, mythical 3-star Galathyr. That's worth keeping just because Galathyr is amazing. Who knows if we'll get him or not. Do not have a Supreme Gallic, and there's a regular Gallic. You know, one of these is lacking a little bit. All right. I haven't really been counting, so at some point in time I will no longer have him. 6-star Jarang. Not bad if you've got a Jarang. He's actually useful for some of the Centranos floors, so, you know, could be worse. And these big 6-star ones are worth huge, huge points. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to hop in. I will awaken a few champions. We'll collect all this stuff because we can. And I will be right back when I've got more room. Alrighty, so we have room for 110. I've got 110 to pull. I've actually got a bunch of these soul coins here, so that is great. I can actually buy something big in the soul merchant shop if something big comes in there, so looking forward to that. But let's see if I can get something really cool. Don't have to reevaluate my wish list. Let's get some cool legendaries. I would love to see that Mezamel on one of these. Let's go. Crimson Slayer isn't horrible for some early games. She can do some okay damage. Nothing super exciting here otherwise. I mean, Marked is okay for clan boss early on. Mother Superior, it's not too bad. 6-star, it could be interesting. I don't think there's a lot of rare floors in Centranos, though. Fellhound, everyone's favorite farming puppy. Legendary, that's a Royal Huntsman. I already had a soul for him. 1-star, in fact, I believe, too. Maybe that was Basilius Ronus. They kind of look similar. Hey, another 5-star Kellen. Ugh. I don't need 2 of them. That is a legendary. There's a Rowanus. Okay, so it was probably Royal Huntsman I had beforehand. So now I've got both. I don't actually have either of them, but, you know, now I've got both. There we go. Yumiko. There's one I'll probably keep. Not that I have a Yumiko in this account, but if I ever get one, I'm going to want that soul. Biggin soul. If I don't have a soul in Biggin, that'd be nice. Biggin's pretty useful. Rilla, 3-star soul could be better than what I got on her, so that's not bad. Getting some reasonable improvement or getting some currency, so cannot complain too much. Ooh, 2-star Candy. That may be an improvement on my Candy. I use him regularly. 5-star Miscreated Monster. Doesn't hurt. He's a decent champion. Godseeker. Not the Godseeker I'm looking for. At least not the size of the soul. More Soulbound Boyer. I mean, this wish list is working well on the rares at least, so. Come on, we're looking for some. I want to see a couple of 6-star juicy legendaries, or even a mythical. 4-star Padma, not super exciting. 6-star Ambassador Lethlin. Ooh, there's a legendary. That is a Clydnia. Another one. Ooh, 4-star Anger. I've actually got Anger on this account, so that could be fun. I don't use Anger too much, but he got that buff. He's actually not too horrible at the moment, so he might be kind of fun to pull the vault with a 4-star blessing. 3-star Gala is not bad. Really would like to get a 4-star with her because she's a damage dealer. And that's really where you want to look at. Your damage dealers really get a lot out of that 4-star because the damage dealers are the ones that get the extra crit rate and crit damage out of the blessings. So that 4-star is the crit damage, not crit rate. But and then 5-star is where you get a lot of the extra accuracy and resistance. So that's very good for a lot of champions as well. And then 6-star is just pretty awesome. That is a Mikage. I've already got a 3-star in my storage. Knowing my luck on this account, I'll pull another Mikage at some point in time, but no, it's fine. She's a good champion. I would not complain about 2 of them. 2 Hanorok, solid champion. Not one that this account has. And I believe that is all she wrote. So we have pulled 230 Mortal Soulstones and gotten, well, some fun stuff. Actually, fair. I did get a 2-star Teox. That's huge. We'll get this 4-star Anger in here. That looks like that's the only one I can actually throw on anybody yet. But that's not too bad, actually. I'll take a look at some of these other champions and what I can throw on them later. Let's go take a look at how well we did. It looks like I am number 2. Ooh, we got the Mythic book. That is awesome. So I got everything I really absolutely needed. I'll save the energy for later. And hey, as promised, we have a chance at Odin right here. So I've got 40 from that. I'm hoping I can get the other one off of the what's it called? Sand Devil. So we'll go in for the Sand Devil one as well. So hopefully I get another one here. But since we're pulling some stuff here, let's get that Prism Shard as a bonus. Let's go. Legendary would be kind of cool. That's not a legendary. I would have been fine with an Ugo as well. Bovos is not bad. It's a cool looking champ too. But clearly not what we're looking for out of that. To be fair, these things are actually pretty solid. You're basically buying a, what would it be, a sacred, effectively, with these things. They're not the worst prices in the world for basically $10 for a sacred. Not suggesting you guys need to spend in any way, shape, or form, but not bad. And honestly, Odin is amazing. Elva's really good. Necmo's really good. Padraig is amazing. Armand's is amazing. Ostred is really good. Uko is really good. I mean, the worst champion in this entire list might be either Pythion or Kaja, and both of them are still very good champions. So from the legendary perspective, these are decent. A lot of good epics in here. If you're short at Ugo, this would be great. If you need Colin for marketing, that could be helpful as well. A lot of good champions in this particular pull. It is a little more expensive than normal. It's normally 35. This for now, this is 40. But you know what? It's a really good pull, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Not saying you ever need to spend money in this game. Don't spend money if you can't spend money. But, you know, you could certainly do worse. And if you can earn a few of these for free, the worst thing you get is a free epic. So it's not too bad. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, thank you very much for all the subs. If you haven't subbed yet and you'd like to sub, hit that button down below, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Leave some comments. What all did you get from all these souls? Hopefully you got something cool and account changing. And until the next video, I'm Bront CatHerder.